Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Hey guys, Georgia's head coach told me pregame, this running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Hill. Creates a little space. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
Could be an alley. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Really good looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Motion from the back. Russell from the gun on third down. Takes a hit as he fires. Working the middle. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was two guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z. So these are big for the resume. Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
He's going to take off, and he is corralled short of the line to gain.
Hey, third down and short, you know the quarterback absolutely is going to be a part of the run game. The defense was not fooled, flew up, made the tackle, stick that fist in the air, fourth down coming.
Russell to throw for it on fourth. Throws for the tight end. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Phillips. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
Back to pass, it's Stockton. Fires one high and deep. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Takes it on the return. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Tight end now in motion. Quarterback making adjustments. Leaves it with the back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. Throwing Russell. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. On the run, it's Hill. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Fourth down coming up.
Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Alabama on fourth. Wide receiver comes in motion. And some great fourth down defense against the run.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Caught. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
He'll try to do it himself. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on second and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. You saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers. It's dangerous. You want to play man coverage. You don't want to keep your eyes on the quarterback. You're going to pay for it. You saw it right there.
He's got it on the move. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Tide ready to roll on offense. On the move, it's Hill. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Backed up now, here's second and long. The give on the option. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked off, a turnover in their own end. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Bryant-Denny Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Guys, I have checked in with the Bulldogs head coach. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Russell on play action. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up fourth.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Frazier. Across the 45. Gashing the D on the right. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, he races some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
Leaves it with the running back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Keelan Russell. Snagged out of the air. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
That was a third down this offense absolutely had to have. They're already down in this game, and so on third down, you've got to find a way to win. And it's a nice job in the one-on-one, running a good route, creating some separation, quarterback throwing on time, and this offense stays on the field.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it. It came to him. He tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. Russell. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll run it again. Crosses to 40. Here's a little room there. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll test the right side. Makes it past the marker. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing Russell. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Well, you weren't able to get anything running the football there in the first play. You get a TFL. So now you go to the screen and give it back to your running back and let him make something happen in the passing game. There's a lot of different ways you can sprinkle these backs the football, and that was a good idea there on 2nd down by the offensive coordinator.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Complete in the middle. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
And I think they found a matchup they like, man. This running back has been a problem out of the backfield. Like, we know he can run it, but the matchups now, who's going to cover him? Is it a linebacker? Is it a safety? Right now, this offense, they found something with him catching the football in the backfield, and they just keep going back to it.
They'll give it to the back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Keelan Russell. Moving out to the right. Makes a connection. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. There's some room. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Shoots it to the left. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Yeah, and that's tough, man. Golly, you got him wide open. And that cat can roll. You're not talking about, a guy that's an average runner on the outside. You got to give him a little bit of a chance to run underneath that, put a little more air underneath it, but he just overshoots the runway.
Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Got a man, it's Humphreys.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. Target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? They'll run for it, and it's Frazier. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
That's a down and distance that would make a lot of coaching staffs pause, maybe call a timeout and think about, but not this one. There was no doubt, Reese, they were going to run the football, try to pick that up on fourth.
Direct challenge to the defense. If you want the ball, you're going to have to take it from us or stop us, and they didn't.
So moving forward in this game, let's just see how this defensive line responds to this. Can they be more physical and start winning their one-on-one battles?
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did their throwing it to their running back with the defense. They were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Here comes that Alabama offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Here's the give off the left side. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for space, it's Hill. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the Tide. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. The Tide will get the first down.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
They go play action with Russell. Moves away as he feels pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
They'll try it over the left side. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
It's 3rd and 5. Russell. They get to him as he throws.
And we got our first break of the game, right? First break of serve. You've seen 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns. And finally, the defense makes a play in this football game, forcing the 4th down, now getting the ball back to your offense, and hopefully they can stay hot.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Breaks into the open. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position.
Breaks free in the middle. Touchdown, Dogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Takes the handoff. It's Hill.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I'd keep feeding this guy for sure.
Russell on play action. He slings it deep to the left. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The Crimson Tide need just a few inches here on third down. They'll try to run for it. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's fourth down.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all fourth downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter fourth down. You're on your side of the field. You're down. You're trailing in the football game. So I think this offense might have to take this opportunity to be aggressive.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside. Take advantage of it to make big plays.
To the air, it's Stockton. Works the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Timeout on the field, and that's the second called by Georgia. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. Touchdown, Bulldog! Fitted in the window for the score. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And he made the extra point without problem. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Throwing Russell. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And the rush will get to him at the 25. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the Vanderbilt Commodores. And it's Ole Miss engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll open this third quarter with a run. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Defense dropping into soft coverage. Here's a heat. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Looking for a crease. It's Hill. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
They go play action with Russell. Pressure coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Russell from the gun on third down. Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're...
Makes a grab and room to run. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Floating away. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia! The best way I can think of to describe this cat, he's like a human get-out-of-jail-free card. He'll make it work no matter the circumstances.
And so as a defense, Reese, I mean, you've got to be aware of what this guy is doing at all times. I mean, if he's not just staying in the pocket and he takes off, you've got to have bodies flying to the football. And stop worrying about these wide receivers because this guy's dangerous with his legs.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Russell on play action. Here comes the heat. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Going to the run, it's Frazier. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Frazier again. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
On third down, here's Frazier. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And, man, that's so frustrating for this defense to get him in third down and short. And look, the first down's almost a touchdown, right? So this is a tough situation. This defense is going to have to bring in big bodies and really sell out somehow, try to get some penetration, try to make a big play on 1st and goal that can maybe back them up.
Here's Nate Frazier. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he doesn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
They'll move the wide receiver. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Trying to pound it in. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The ball bounces through the end zone and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They go play action with Russell. Bringing the heat. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Fires into traffic, intercepted.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Frazier again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the Tide. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3-spot on the board. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Tide ready to roll on offense. Weeks like this aren't tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. They get him on the ground, but boy, they took the business end of that run as he picked up 8.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense. It makes 2nd and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback to take a breath and exhale.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Keelan Russell makes the catch. It's Hill. There he goes. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game.
And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Now on the counter. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Unloads quickly. Smashes through the tackle. And another broken tackle. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Yeah, and I like this offense keeping the foot on the gas. You got to lead by a couple scores, but keep the foot on the accelerator. Nice job. Another big play down the field for this offense.
Huge play. Puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Running the red zone. It's Frazier. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Frazier again. Snowed under by the defense.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. To the ground to try to move the chains. Man, what a surge by this defense. I think he's going to be a little bit short of the 1st down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Absolutely perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. So now it's 2nd and long. Running it to the right. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but is able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Russell on play action. Oh, they're after him. He this